lesson 17 of our skills. This is Tuesday's lesson. So let's go ahead and get started. So complete versus incomplete sentences. We have been working on complete and incomplete sentences in our grammar lessons. What are two parts that are required for a sentence to be considered complete? Go ahead and tell me, what are the two parts that are required for a sentence to be complete? Right, subject and predicate. Subject plus predicate equals complete sentence. You need both to have a complete sentence. If you are missing one of those, you do not have a complete sentence. Today you are going to learn how to build or write interesting sentences. They went on Tuesday. Is this complete or incomplete? Prove it by identifying the subject and the predicate. So right now I want you to tell me the subject and I want you to tell me the predicate of this sentence. Good. They is the subject, it's who we're talking about, what the sentence is about, and the predicate is explaining what the subject did. So went on Tuesday. They went on Tuesday. We have subject, predicate. Although this is a complete sentence, it is a very simple sentence that does not provide very much information, and it's not very interesting. They went on Tuesday. I have so many questions. Where did they go? Who are we talking about? This is a very just basic bleh sentence. Who is meant by they? You can't really necessarily turn and talk, so I want you to think about what could mean they. Who could we be talking about? What are some options? Ideas to replace they. You could say Jack and Sarah. You could say the kids, my parents, the class, my brother and sister. You could be more specific. Tell me exactly who they are. Jack and Sarah went on Tuesday. When we rewrote this sentence, we added information to the subject. So I just gave you more information. Instead of just saying they, which could mean a lot of people, I'm telling you specifically now Jack and Sarah. So the reader knows exactly who you are talking about. It's very important that we make specific sentences when possible. Where did they go? Now we know they went somewhere, but I'm thinking, where did they go? I want you to think about some options of some places that Jack and Sarah could have went on Tuesday. Good. Maybe they went to an amusement park. Maybe they went to school. Maybe they went to the library. Maybe they went outside to play soccer. There's so many options of where they could have went on Tuesday, but I left that out of this sentence. So, I'm going to add something to the predicate of the sentence. I'm going to be more specific. And I'm going to say, Jack and Sarah went to an amusement park on Tuesday. Do you see how I have made this sentence more interesting? We started off with just telling you they went somewhere on Tuesday. Now I know that we're talking about Jack and Sarah, and they went to an amusement park on Tuesday. So why did they go? So now I know they went to an amusement park, but why? Maybe they wanted to ride roller coasters. Maybe they wanted to eat waffle cones. Sounds like me. Maybe they wanted to win prizes. Jack and Sarah went to an amusement park on Tuesday to ride the roller coasters. We added something to the predicate of this sentence again. I am making this sentence so interesting and so specific. I'm giving you as many details as possible. So I want you to see from where we started. So we started with just they went on Tuesday. I want you to see the progression. Focus on it. We just started with this bland old sentence and we made it all the way to here. So whenever you start writing sentences, I want you to think about how specific you can get. Give me all the details that you can. That is what we're going for. Okay, thank you guys. Now, today you have to submit your first artifact to me, which is page 17.3 in your fish book. All you're going to do is you're going to open up your fish book. So go ahead and pause this video and open up your fish book to page 17.3. It should look like this, verbs and adverbs, and it's page 93. Get this out. You can pause the video if you need to. What you're going to do is you're going to complete this worksheet in your workbook. You're going to take a picture of it, and you're going to upload it under the Assignments tab in Canvas. I have heard that it's easiest if you just use your parent's phone and just take a picture of it and upload it through your parent's cell phone or through the app if your parents have the app. So let's kind of talk about this. This is kind of a review. It doesn't directly tie to our lesson today, so I wanted to make sure we understand. It says read each sentence and put a wiggly line under the verb and a triangle around each adverb. Then draw an arrow from the adverb pointing to the verb it modifies. Now, remember, a verb is what you do. It's something that you do. An adverb is something that is describing the verb. And remember the trick, it usually, not always, but usually ends in ly. And it's describing the verb. So it's usually going to also come right after the verb. It's usually going to be verb, adverb, and the adverb ends in ly. And it's just simply describing the verb, which is what you do. So let's do 1 and 2 together, and then I'll have you do the rest on your own and upload it for me. So number 1 says Mark runs quickly. What is the verb? Yes, run. Run is something that you do. You run. So put a wiggly line under the word runs. Now, the adverb is quickly because it's describing his run. He was running quickly. It's describing how Mark was running. So put a triangle around the adverb and then draw an arrow from quickly to verb because it's describing how Mark ran. Good job. If you need to replay this, that's fine. If that was a little bit too fast for you. Number 2, Trish sang sweetly. What is the verb? Good, sang. That's what you do. You sing. So put a wiggly line under the word sang. And what is describing how she sang? Right, she sang sweetly. So put a triangle around sweetly and then draw an arrow to sing. Very good. Now I want you to do 3 through 10 on your own and then upload it to me in Canvas so I can see all of your awesome work. Bye guys!